Hello, my dear students. Today we're going to have a new class in Unit 2. It's going to be a conversation class, and I would like you to be ready with your students' books, okay? So that you can jot down any important information or vocabulary I ask you to. So here we go, let's get started. And the first thing we have is the conversation. From the picture, what do you think this conversation is all about? Wonderful. Skating. It really is. Yeah, it is about skating. Who has ever been skating here? Who has been skating? No one. Okay. All right. Well, those sports are very interesting. I like try new things. You might want to try things like me. Yeah. Sports is very important. Sports build our bodies and they benefit us in the long run. So you're going to listen to the conversation first, and after that I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. Here we go.
Page 24. 4. Conversation. After 2 years of training, we're finally at the regional skating competition. How does it feel, Barry?
Actually, not so good. I'm not sure I'm up for this.
What are you talking about?
What if I mess up?
You're not going to mess up. You've been practicing day and night. You have your routine down pat. Skating in front of those judges is going to be a piece of cake. Now, I want you to take a deep breath and exhale. Trust me, you're going to knock their socks off.
Do you really think so?
You bet. I have total confidence in you. You have the guts and the talent to win this competition. There's no doubt in my mind that you can do it.
Okay, I feel better. I'm psyched.
You'll be on in a few minutes. You should get your skates on. Where are your skates?
My skates? Oh no, I left them in the car.
Okay. So who are talking together in this conversation? You are right, Barry and his coach. And where are they? Exactly. They are in the regional skating competition. Okay. What's wrong with Barry at first? What's wrong with him? Barry seems to be inconfident. He's afraid of messing up. But what does the coach do to tranquil Barry, to comfort him, to make him regain his self-confidence? Exactly, you're right there. He gives him supporting phrases, encouraging phrases. Like what? Can you name some to me? You have the guts. You have your routine down pat. I have full confidence in you. You bet. So that when he feels quite self-confident, Barry says, I'm psyched. Okay. Do you think this is important in our life? Well, I personally do. It's very important. Let's imagine your younger sister, for example, is joining an exam. And she is worried. She isn't 100% self-confident of her performance in the exam. When you say, I have full confidence in you, there's no doubt in my mind that you're gonna do it. You're gonna get full marks. You're up to it. You've the guts. When you say encouraging phrases like this, you really make persons psyched. Okay. Now, what's wrong with Barry at the end? You're right there, yes. He had forgotten his skates in the car. So he had forgotten his skates in the car. Okay. Now, after this conversation, we shift to the real talk part, and we've got some new words to talk about today. What does it mean, the word up for? Up for means ready for. You are up to it means you are ready for it. Mess up means make a mistake. Down pat means at the point of perfection, at the peak of his performance. You bet means I'm sure, 100% sure, of course. Guts means courage. And psyched means excited and psychologically prepared. Now, about the conversation. Where are Barry and his coach? We've just answered this question. Where are Barry and his coach? Do you still remember? You are right there. They are at the regional skating competition. And how does Barry feel at first? He feels reluctant. He feels inconfident. He's afraid of messing up. How does his coach help him? By giving him comforting and supporting phrases like, you have the guts, so by encouraging him in different styles. What's the problem at the end? Barry's skates are left in the car. Have a look at the questions, have a look at the answers. At the regional skating competition, he feels he's not up for the challenge. He gives him comforting and encouraging words. And the last question, Barry left his skates in the car. Now, moving to this part, which is very important part, encouraging and expressing confidence in someone. There are different styles to encourage people and make them enthusiastic. I know. Now let's move to this question, to this exercise in the workbook. Complete the sentences with the words and phrases in the box. We've got down pat, got, knocked their socks off, psyched, up for, and so on. I would like you to read these sentences silently. Try to get an idea of the answers. Try to guess the blanks on your own. And then we're going to complete the task together. Okay, done? My brother Tom is adventurous. He likes to try new things. Even if the sport is dangerous or difficult, he is willing to do it. He is right. He's up for anything. His favorite football team is Manchester United. Next month they're going to be playing in his city. And he has tickets. He is psyched. Jason is a gymnast. He has been practicing his routine on the parallel bars for months. He usually practices 5 times a week. Next week he has a gymnastics meet. He isn't worried though, because he has his routine what? Pat down. Down pat rather. Good. Andrew is the best speed skater, I know. Last week he was in a competition and won first place. He was good. He was so good he really knocked their socks off. Don is an expert surfer. He has surfed all over the world, sometimes in extremely big waves. He knows he could drown or get attacked by sharks, but he's not scared. He has a lot of guts, a lot of courage. Well done, brothers. Here are the answers. Up for, psyched, down pat, knocked their socks off, and this brings us to the end of our class today. Thank you so much. Keep studying and don't forget to enjoy yourself. I'd like you to visit the school websites for homework. Thank you and see you in another class.